All right, so I am back. Literally, I'm back from Tfcon. I'm exhausted. 25-hour drive back. It was 27 there. We did actually break that up and stay somewhere. Um, on the way there. On the way back, we just drove straight through. So I am beat. Ugh, that was brutal, and I'd do it all over again. So I had a great time at TFCon. That was my first convention. Didn't know what I was going to be, expecting, so was just kind of winging it. We, me and Tommy. If you guys watch my older reviews, he's in there. But we we skipped a lot of the events, just because there was other things going on, and some of them were just kind of boring. Like they did the comic book movie the first night, which was cool. I enjoyed that. But then, like, the next day and the next day, Saturday and Sunday, they were doing stuff like, the how it was made kind of thing, and it's just like, we'll skip that. Definitely was there when the doors opened for the dealer room Saturday morning, and Sunday morning. So that was fun. And more than anything, though, we just kind of hung out. Had insane amounts of alcohol both Friday and Saturday night. Pretty sure I met all of the guys from Shattered Cast. Hung out with a couple of them. Just kind of here and there. That was fun. Hung out with Skullface. That was awesome. And yeah, it was so much fun. I'm kind of like exhausted and just having, just, yeah. Shout out to Robert D from Shattered Cast. He bought me some alcohol at the bar, and that was cool. I've already sent him a message, but I meant to say thank you while I was walking around, and I couldn't find you again, and then I was really drunk, and then I lost my pass, and then I'm metalhead, no pass. Tommy's here. He's got the piercings and chains and stuff like that. And he had his pass, but then security started kind of following us around, kept blocking our way. Like, we were trying to go out to the car real quick, and they blocked our way, and they're like, there's nothing down here for you guys. I'm like, well, our car's out that way. And they're like, sure. And it's like, dude, fuck off. So that was not so much fun. But yeah, so I couldn't find you in time. And then I came back briefly Sunday, did a quick sweep, seeing if I could see anybody. Just only saw Skullface, said bye to him, and then we're back in the road, or back in the car and driving back. So, so yeah, it was a lot of fun. I really, really had fun. And yeah, like I said, even though I didn't do many of the events, I'll do that every year if I can, just to hang out with everybody. Yeah. And I'm gonna play on the trip better, because I know Friday I was just kind of quiet most of the night, and then Saturday, again, I was quiet most of the night, but that's because of the 27-hour drive there, and just being exhausted and having too much alcohol, after driving so much. So yeah, next time I'm gonna pace myself to get there a little bit better, so I can be more active. Anyway. So let's talk about things I got. So this was before I left for Tfcon. I got these in like right when I was in the car driving. So I got the Fans Toys Grenader. This is the current giveaway, so we'll be looking at him tomorrow. Then I got the Bad Cube Hypno. They're bombshell as well. Wanted just to be able to take a look at both of them. And he'll be tomorrow as well, because the winner of the giveaway will get whichever one they pick. So, you can, I'll do the review and you can be like, oh, I want this guy because all the other bugs are out now, or I want this guy because it's a Fans Toys figure. I can definitely see that one going that way. But, so I got those guys. And then also, Big Bad Toy Store sent me a new scrapper. So we'll be looking at him real soon because, I haven't been able... we've looked at him, but I haven't been able to do the Devastator review because the foot was broken. So we'll get that Devastator review done soon, just so that we can be done with it. And then, that's what I got before I left. Here's everything I got while I was there. Let's see, I got Masterpiece Prowl, opened. He was only $50, so that was pretty cool. Not too bad of a deal. Open Smokescreen, also $50. So I'm rebuilding my Masterpiece there now, in case you didn't notice. Then we got Streak, open, $50. So all three Nissan cars, $50 a piece, open. But that works for me. Skydive, Firefly, that's what he's called, Air Raid. I got them. They were over at Chosen Prime. What was it? Like 15 or 18 or something like that a piece, which is about half of what they're going for right now anywhere I see online. So I wanted to get the Hasbro set, so now I just need the Silverbolt and Slingshot. Alright, what else did I get? I got Skyjack from the G2 Cyberjets, only $20. This completes the Decepticon Cyberjets that I have going. So I'm pretty happy about that. And they also had a G2 Hooligan, which, as you guys know, I already have, but mine is missing the tail fins. And I actually had a number of people just kind of give me shit for this. But I only bought this so that I could take the tail fins off of this one and put it on that one. And the reason for that is because this is just a toy to me. This one. This figure is the exact figure that was my first Transformer purchase ever. So if I can repair this figure rather than replace this figure, I'm gonna do it. So yeah, there's that. I then TF Source was there. So I got MP10, the Takara version. So yeah, got him. He was on sale for $160, so that was pretty awesome. Over at the Chosen Prime, I also picked up an MP Bumblebee that they had on display. He was loose, and I asked him if they had any MP Bumblebees. Like, no, we didn't bring any of those, or we're out of those, or something like that. And I was just like, well, what about that one on the shelf? And they're like, well, I guess we could sell that to you. So I got him. I ran back Sunday morning before I left to get Kick Butt. And Claymore, I took them out of the boxes, and then I realized I couldn't get them back in the clamshell. So if you get these guys and you're just taking them out and you want to put them back in the clamshell, don't put them together, or at least, especially not Claymore. But anyway, which was once I got them opened and took a look at them while driving home, I gotta say, these two fucking rock. I can't wait till I can review those. This guy looks pretty good too. I will admit, but holding him next to Fans Toys, just I don't know. But anyway, yeah, those guys are pretty good. Yeah, I got Carrie, because the first one I had was a giveaway, and the second one I bought, I gave to a friend. So now I have one for me. No one's taking it. And of course, I had to pick up Generations Toys Scrapper. Had to get him. He was really the only new release that I was actually interested in. I was hoping the DX9 Galvatron would be there and a few other guys, but that was the only one that was actually there. Then, also over at the Chosen Prime, got Quake Wave. They had one on in the display case, and so I was able to buy that from them. The box is pretty tattered, but the figure seems pretty good. So this is my first Quake Wave. And you know, a lot of people will also kind of question me on that purchase just because he's coming out soon. But I'm like, I'm more of a, I know it's coming out soon. I fully understand it's coming out soon, but I'm here now. And I don't have a Shockwave now, not whenever it finally comes out. And, you know, who cares what version it is? I just want my Shockwave. So I got my Shockwave. Finally, I have an MP Shockwave. Let's see. And the last, and certainly not least, was this the Voodoo Black Ironhide. I picked this up for a friend, so we'll be taking a look at him soon too. So there is that. Yeah, I think that's everything I got. Show these off real quick. Went over to Skullface's booth and got some artwork. I got one with the turtles. But that was for my brother, so I already gave it to him on the way home. But Galvatron, you guys know how I love Galvatron, so this is definitely going on one of my walls. And Predaking. Or I guess technically the Predacons, not in Predaking mode. Yeah, if he ever does an actual Predaking, I'm gonna definitely get that too. So yeah, that was pretty awesome. And now, let's see here. Let's talk about some things I saw. Some things I saw while I was there. I took pictures of a lot of things. I did not. I didn't take the camcorder in. I didn't have the time. I wanted to, but I thought that was going to happen. That's why I didn't even really want to bring it, but I was just, I was crazy busy. So, there's everybody. I'm over there on the side here. So that was cool. We did Burn was it? Which is the Skullface's new music video that will be out at the beginning of next year, so we were all kind of a part of that. So that was fun. Let's see here, what do we got? Alright, so Corbot V is doing Alcons. So that was there. I did not want to touch it because this thing looked uber fragile, because it was a really early shot. But he's a Legends size figure. Kind of messed around with that guy for a little bit. That thing is awesome. Oh my god, that thing rocks. There's Hardhead. Oh, looks like their test shot there. And the Hound, which is, again, he feels great. I got to mess around with him a little bit. They also had their Defensor. I didn't want to touch him because I didn't want it to fall apart on me. This thing weighs a ton. This thing's got a lot of die-cast. It feels awesome. Absolutely great. And they also had the hoist version too. That guy was also really good. Let's see. I also got pictures of Turtles and Shredder. I have no idea what this is. I just saw it and I was like, "Oh, cool." One point of slight irritation for me while I was on the dealer room floor looking at the prototypes is that none of them were labeled, so I didn't really know who was what. So that was disappointing a bit. Let's see, there's the upgrade kit for Magnus, which fixes a lot of things, but again, not really the main issue. Just anyway. There's prototypes for Devastator. I was hoping that we'd get some of those. There's some Legends figures and a new third-party trailer for MP10, which, we all need another trailer for MP10. That's just stupid. Again, some people are just stupid. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to insult any companies, but the only people I would really see needing this is the ones that bought the KO, which didn't come with the trailer. But I guess it's got lights and electronics in it. Makes a backing up noise, that beep, beep, beep when you back it up. And it's like, neat. I'm fine with the trailer that came with the official figure. So if I end up getting a knockoff, maybe I will. There is the KFC Twin Cast. Here is the TFC Ironhide and Ratchet. They clean up great. Their backs are just smooth. So I definitely am gonna get those. Then again, I'm gonna get them all anyway, so I can do a comparison video. Let's see, we had some War for Cybertron stuff. It looks like Blitzwing in the middle, some of the Autobot cars in the back. There's a Prime. That Legend scale, by the way. And then also Dinobots. I think these are Iron Factory stuff over there. There's the little super deformed Tfcon. It's either super deformed or the Legend scale. I don't know. TFC's Leo Kaiser guys, I believe. I'm not familiar with Leo Kaiser. I'm just going with what the guy that was there. I was like, who are those? And he's like, oh, those are the TFC's Leo Kaiser. Okay. DX9 Galvatron was in the display shelf. I did not get to hold him, but looks amazing. My only concern is the fact that he has ball jointed fingers. I really was hoping it would be like Carrie, where these main three are one hinge and then the finger has two. I don't need my Galvatron to have fully articulated hands that are going to snap off, because those ball joints, I could see them through the display case. Those things are tiny. DX9's Devastator. I was going to get him for the big Devastator comparison, but he is pretty small, so I think I won't be picking him up for that. There's Carnfax, of course. Everybody drooling over him. Oh, and MMC is doing Inferno and Grapple as well. So that's pretty cool. They had the prototypes there, so hopefully they'll be out soon. For MMC, that means next year sometime. Let's see, there is their Victory something or other guy, the DJD chair dude, and the lockdown. You know, because I'm so interested in those. Then we got Spartan here. It looks like I don't know who that is, the black one, but that's like the Nova Prime. Then there's the big tank Megatron, Spark Toys, I believe. Big, thick guy. That thing looks super fragile because it was an early test shot. So, and then also the Optimus there. Stomp was there too, but for some reason, I'm over there by the display cases looking at the prototypes, and he's there. I see him. I'm like, oh man, he looks great, and I miss taking a picture. So I go back to the display case to get pictures of him, and I get distracted by something else, and then get pictures. And then Sunday morning, I went back to the show instead of just driving straight home. I drove all the way back to the show so I can get a picture of it, and ended up buying Insecticons instead. There's Cyclonus actually put together in a way that he looks good, and the Rickgar, and there's also the Reflector that's in there. These are figures that I will not be getting unless we do the giveaways for it, just because I don't want to do it. I'm done with X-Transbots. There is the Fans Project Grimlock. And then MMC had this out. This is a full-size cassette. It transforms. It's completely... all the parts completely fit into the cassette. There's no parts forming in there, which is pretty cool. But the MP did it too, so it's not that amazing. But anyway, it's huge. It is not MP scale at all. It's way too big. I mean, that thing is almost the size of like MP car or like MP Bumblebee. One of the mini bots. So he's pretty big, and he's full of die cast. He's really cool looking, really heavy. But I don't know if I'll be getting them just because they are too big. Unless you like big cassettes, which I could be down for big cassettes too. But they're doing a whole line of them. So if they do a whole line of them, and they're all maybe a little bit shorter than mini-bot size, I might actually pick those up, because that's where I want my cassettes, is slightly smaller mini-bots. Let's see here. Saw those. Let's see. And then there was the third-party panel where they were showing off all the stuff, and really, for the most part, there was nothing there that was new. Stuff like that we've seen that before, or here's a render of the Corbot v Alicons, which I already had pictures of the prototype. Let's see here. No, crap. Gigapower had a couple of those Dinobots, so it looks like they're still rolling. That was cool. Somebody's making a Voyager Fall of Cybertron Shockwave, which I will be picking up. Let's see, saw those. I guess Bad Cube is doing clear versions of their Insecticons, so you got the Troop Builder price at $180 for the set. I don't know how much the clear were, and then you have the collector's version, which are $80 a piece. So far, the collectors are worth it. And of course, DX9 is doing the black Rodimus, because we all need that, and Galvatron. We've seen that. Seen Seen Fans Toys and Tfcons. I'm trying to find, because I took a lot of pictures at the thing just because out of habit, but there's really not much there that hasn't been posted everywhere. X-Transbot's doing, Inferno and Grapple. There's their Grapple. And a picture of me taking a picture of somebody else's picture, which is pretty hilarious. And their Inferno. I think we've seen those before. And of course, whatever that is, Art Fire. And then MMC's Inferno, which again, there's the render, and I already had the picture of the actual thing. Advanced Projects Monstructor, which that I will get. I'm skipping on their. I think I'm skipping on Dino King, but Monstructor I will get just for another Decepticon combiner. I have no attachment to either character aside from the name. Monstructor sounds awesome. Let's see. Toys had, those pictures of things that we couldn't really tell. And then somebody's doing a Perceptor, but I did not get the picture up, or get the camera up in time. And honestly, that was it. So yeah, that was very disappointing for me, because this was my first convention, and I was really hoping for something awesome when it comes to the reveals, and quite frankly, there wasn't anything. I know a lot of people were really happy about the MMC Studio Ox Design Inferno, and Grapple, but I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, X-Transbot's already doing them, and Make Toys ones look awesome, and they're almost done. So I'm sitting there like, a little late to the game, MMC. I'm not saying MMC is going to be bad or anything like that, and they're probably going to be the best of the group. But it's just one of those. It's like, but it's already there, so I'm not overwhelmed by seeing it. If it was the first time seeing an Inferno, an MP Inferno, then I'd be like, all right, that's interesting, but it's not. So it's okay. More figures. So yeah, that was a little disappointing. I won't lie, but then we proceeded to go to the bar and get drunk and hang out with everybody, and I was perfectly fine. So yeah, that's it for the Tfcon. Like I said, I mean, you guys aren't missing much when it comes to the events, except for the dealer room, which was incredibly awesome. I mean, I spent $1,000 in just a couple hours. I actually had to make 2 trips to my car to unload the boxes I had. So that was really awesome. I'm so happy I got to do all that. So definitely will be going again, and next time I'll probably save up about $2,000 for toys instead of $1,000, because that was just so much fun. And then of course, question of the day is, obviously we're taking a look at the bombshells tomorrow, and the Voodoo Wednesday, because that one belongs to somebody else. Pick that up for a friend. I think I said that. So I need to get that shipped out to him as soon as I can. Just do the review first. So that's Tuesdays and Wednesdays videos. So of the stuff I got while I was there, is there anything in particular you guys want to see first, or just go for it? Pretty much aside from the MP cars and the Hooligan, I'll be looking at everything. I know I looked at MP Prime before, but this is the car version. Oh, and I don't need to look at Carrie because we just did that. But yeah. So there you go. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow.